Okay. So I got the um, packing envelope on the front and the back cover and on the spine. I got all the signatures sewn in. I love junk journaling. Like, I love making journals. I despise sewing in signatures. I'm terrible at it. I make a mess. And that's the whole reason that I'm putting this because I knew this would be kind of not fun to do because the signatures are so big. I wanted to do like 5 holes, like a 5 pamphlet stitch, even though I had no idea how to do it, obviously. But I got my signatures in. The only thing I noticed when I was almost all the way done was that, hang on, just gluing some parts that didn't quite get glued down. I forgot to put something in the spine. So I forgot. So, which is fine. I have lots and lots of washi tape, so I'm not worried about that. But so then the next thing I want to do is put this on, and I cut it down, but I cut it down large, definitely larger than I need. So, and you're not going to be able to see this all. And when I, sorry, I'm going to pause it for a second. Just about the time I think my dogs are going to be quiet, they start barking again. My husband's out running some errands, and they just completely freak out when he's gone. Anytime they see a car that they think might be his, yeah, they just kind of freak out. Okay, so I'm just gonna start gluing this on, and since I am extremely low, I did order some Fabri-Tac, but it's not going to be delivered until tomorrow. So I actually don't think this is enough to do the cover. So I'm going to use my, I'm trying to think. I do have some tacky glue. I have this glue, but I want to save that. I have this glue that I think is tacky glue. I have this. Is this? Maybe this is Fabri-Tac. No, that's Elmer's glue. That's clear Elmer's. And what's this? Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use I could just use this Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue will be fine, right? And then I'll put, I can put art glitter glue along the edges. This is like a super big area, so I think I'll just do this. There we go. I know my glue stick is really strong and it works really good, like on tags and that kind of thing. However, because this is the cover, I think it would be okay, the glue stick with the art glitter glue around the edges. But now that I'm putting this on, I think I might just do this all the way to the edge, and then if I notice there's some spots that are lifting along the edge, I will, I'll just fix it as I go. Just need to make sure it gets spread all the way out to the corners. Now I'm going to have some metal corners. Definitely going to put those on. I remember now that I put the clear Elmer's in that container so I could make room for putting stains and things in when I was making the stain glue. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I know this is awkward, and normally you put the cover together before you put the signatures in. Okay, I already see a spot that I missed. However, I'm terrible, like I said, at sewing signatures in. Super messy. So I wanted the spine, the signatures to be hidden, the sewing. Okay. It's so funny. I've been dreaming about this journal. Wake up in the middle of the night and thinking about it. And I think that's a good sign. Okay, so now I'm gonna just trim these corners a little bit. I don't mind having some fold overlap. In fact, I would kind of like that, but I think I'm just gonna work with it and see what I get. I don't want to cut too close to the corner because I don't want anything showing through. Sorry if you can't see this. I'm cutting along the spine, so there's a smaller amount to fold up because the pages are right there. Okay, so let's try this. Now I do have a whole full bottle of this, so. Maybe I can maybe you can see this now. So what I did over here, because this room is a lot smaller than the paper that's here, so I just cut this. This should be good. And then cut over. Okay, so then okay, so this is really, really wet. So I'm gonna lay it out to dry, and then be back with putting some washi tape in there so you guys can see how I take care of that. So I will be back. Okay, while the cover is drying, I would like to play around with making some like faux hinges that go over the spine. And I just want to, these were the edge pieces. And I still have some of these little, whoops, that one got soaked in glue, but I have some little bits and bobs also here that I'm saving. And then I have a pretty, well, it's not big, but I have a nice size piece for if I want to make some pockets with that. So I am going to, I'm just going to run this glue out to the edge. I'm not going to put too much, and I think I'm just going to use my finger. It doesn't really super matter because I do want to go over the edges with some either gold edging, or that I have some copper wax. But I think I want to do the maybe gold edging first, and then some of the wax. I think I should have gone over this a little bit with some ink first, but I can do that after it's dry. And then I'll do this one first. I used ground espresso on most of this when I was making it, but this is walnut. Okay, that's good. So then this will just go on top. And what I'm trying to do is just kind of get it the same shine as the rest of the piece, because the edges, you know, I didn't go all the way out to the edges. So then what I'm thinking of doing is putting some brads. So like this would go around the spine, and then on the front and the back corners there would be like these little brads, like it's holding like the book together. I don't like how shiny these are, so I got out some of this light body metallic acrylic luminaire by Jacquard. This is True Gold. And then I did put out some of I think it was this rich bronze, but I think what I want to do is just put some paint on these. I want to knock the shine down, kind of like, so that's, I did it on this one. And then I'm going to come through with some of that wax. So I'll do that on camera. I might not do every one of these because I do need 12, and I only had 10 gold ones. So I pulled out 2 silver, and this one's a silver, and you can't tell the difference at all. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm just tipping the paint up so it gets kind of around the edges, so I can put my finger in it and just no, I'm just being messy. I don't care if it looks glumpy. That just makes it look more old to me anyway. So I have to tell you that this cover is, so far, it's exceeding my expectations. I'm so thrilled. And aside from sewing in the signature, it's gone, you know, fairly smoothly. Knock on wood. So we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. And I'm going to finish these off camera. There's only 4. Because I need to go get my wax. I forgot to grab it. So I'll be back. Okay, while those are drying, I think I'm gonna go ahead and this one's still kind of wet, and this one looks like it needs some more ink. But I was gonna go through and just kind of edge these with a little bit of this gold. I don't want to do a lot. I think I do want to do this though, also with some gold. And I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done anything like this. I feel like I'm channeling Carol at Free Spirit Arts a little bit, with her kind of just, let's just see what happens. I don't want a lot of gold. I just want a touch. So I don't think I'm going to do it right now, but I think I'm going to just tiny snip these corners. But I think I just want to, oh yeah, that looks great. Oh, so excited. I keep going back to what Carol said when she was working kind of in the not super early days, but early to mid days of working on her dark book. And she's like, yeah, I don't need to rush through it. This is not a deadline driven project. And I really love that. So I keep thinking about this throughout this whole, creating of this book. It's like, yeah, no, there's no, of course I want to get it done. Oh, that looks so good. So good. And I can always come through and put more dark on it. So it's kind of like this, this dance. Just like when you, or when I paint on canvas, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, it's a dance. It's like you add a little, you push back a little. You add a little, you push back a little. Until you get the look that you're going for. That's why I like abstract painting so much. I'm sure you do that when you're, typing, painting realism too. I'm sure it's the same kind of add, take away. So I hope you're all having a good day. I'm actually filming this on Sunday, and I'm not sure when it's going to be published. It's going to have a lot of splicing together because I've done a lot of start and stop and start and stop. Wow, those look great. When I get them next to the book, I'll be able to tell if I want to push back any of the gold. That's a great thing about acrylic paint. And I'm not going to put the copper wax on the edging until I have it exactly where I want, because I won't be able to paint over the wax. So there's a little bit of method to my madness. Like this already, I can tell that I have too much. It just looks it's too covered uniformly. I don't like that. So I'll definitely be fixing that. So let's see if any of these little brads are dry. I'm kind of funny. I mean, I use my hands to paint frequently. And while I'm painting, I don't mind the paint on my hands, but when I'm done, I don't like it. I don't like the glue on my fingers either, but that's why the wipes are so nice. Okay, so, oops, that got, let's see. Oh yeah, that one feels good. Okay, so then I have this wax. This is Art Alchemy Metallic Wax. Yeah, it's Finnabar. She's an artist. She's been around a long time. I remember first seeing her when I was first getting into art, like 15 years ago. Okay, so I just have a little. So I don't want to cover it uniformly, and I don't want it to be, oh, that looks great. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you, but I feel like this is stuff that I don't do and haven't really videoed too much, and I don't know that I've seen, aside from Carol, who I know we all watch, but I haven't really seen people kind of do this kind of little fussy work. There's a little bit of gold showing through, so I'm trying to... We'll see how that dries. It does take this wax a bit to dry, so it'll be a few hours before they're fully dry. Yeah, I'm excited. We got our trip to the Oregon coast all planned. This is kind of in lieu of, well, we were supposed to go to Alaska in October, and kind of everything went sideways with my mom. And that was supposed to be for like our 40th wedding anniversary. And kind of like, also I kind of thought of it as my 60th birthday too. But yeah, things just went awry. And yeah, we just decided, instead of trying to plan a big trip again, the last 2 big trips that we've had planned, we've had to, well, the first one we had to cancel because COVID. We were supposed to go to Europe for like 3 weeks. Actually, I think we were going to be there almost a month, but that got sidelined. And we actually had like, we had gotten a really great fare from Seattle excuse me, to Paris. It was like $350. It was like this killer deal. And yeah, it was for all 3 of us. So it was going to be Scott and Emma and I, and we were going to travel with our neighbors. And the tickets were like just under $1,200, something like that. It's crazy. So of course those fares don't exist anymore. And I don't think with my husband's vestibular disorder, I just don't really want to fly. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever really be able to do that. But I like road tripping. I like it quite a bit. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I'm excited because we're staying. Because we were, going to be going to Alaska, and we were going to be gone for, I think we were going to be gone for 8 days, and, we would have spent a ton of money. So we're just going for four nights to the coast, and we splurged on a super, super nice hotel. It's almost a 5-star rated hotel. I know, I feel so decadent. It's like, we're spending how much on a room? But it's beautiful. They didn't have any suites left, which is what we really wanted, but it's okay, because the suites actually didn't have a soaker tub, and I think having a soaker tub at the coast in April, where it could be pretty chilly, I think that'll be really nice. So I'm excited. And we've never been to Cannon Beach before. So we've stayed at, I've stayed at Gearhart, and then I've also stayed at, Scott and I and the kids actually stayed in Yachats, which is further south down the coast. We stayed at a beautiful lodge there too. It was brand new, I want to say, when we stayed there. It was quite a while ago. It was a spring trip when the kids were still in school, a spring break trip. So, oh, these look amazing. I do like going over them, so you can tell the gold's still there, but it's not super bright. And then I do think I'm going to go over this a little bit with some of that wax. Just see what it looks like. I don't want a lot. I just kind of want it along the edge. You might not even be able to see this on the camera. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'll let that paint dry and then put some of the wax on there too. So I know the book's not dry, but I wanna, well, let's actually poke some of these in here and see what this looks like. Well, actually I'm gonna bring the book over. Okay, it is still pretty wet. Probably take overnight before it's fully dry. Okay, so I'm just too excited to see what this might look like. Oh, I'm awful. So that would go there. I definitely need some of the copper on it. So I will get to that. And then this would be, so it would like wrap around here. So there would be one here. I don't know if you guys can even see this. This book's so big, and I'm going to raise this up and out so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Oh, there, can hardly fit the whole thing in. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's Sunday, so I'm drinking coffee. And I'm pretty lucky because the coffee is not bothering my stomach. So then, yeah, that's gonna look so good. So these would go like this. Hinges here. Oh my goodness. So the one with the copper looks amazing. So yeah, these will just get glued down. And this will go here. And I still want to put, I might need to do that first. I need to figure out my sequencing. Because I still want to tear this down, I think. Oh yeah, I think it all goes together really well with some of that bark. So for this, I think I'm going to call this a video and then be back with the cover part 2 next time. But we could just do a quick, oh, it's so wet. So yeah, so it's looking good. Pretty excited. So I just left a page for each, you know, each holiday on the wheel of the year. And I'm understanding that Halloween or Samhain is considered like the beginning of the new year. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way I put it in here. I just went with my gut. So yeah, so there's those. And then it goes on to the moon. And this will get glued down. That's the center. This will get glued down this way. And then we have astrology. And I ended up putting this in, so this will just be a little pocket there. And some pretty paper. That's the center. Here's the other one, so this needs to be glued down like that. And then tarot. I don't know if I put, yeah, I put this paper in here. And then this is the center. And we have herbology. I put this here. I think this is so pretty. I love how that turned out. So then this will have lots of things in there. And then I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna glue. I think I'll fold this down and make a little notch and have this be a big pocket on this piece of paper. Do it on both sides, and then that's the center, and then that's the back of that signature. And we have the final signature. Did another one of these in here, and then that'll get glued down also. And I have a whole bunch more stuff. I don't know how much I'm actually going to put in the book, but it'll be cool. Yeah, and then next time I'll have I'll show you how I put I'll put panels in. I have to decide what I'm going to cover the panel with. If I'm going to use that purple paper or purple printed fabric, which I think I might. We'll see. Okay, well, I'm going to end this video, and next time we work on it, I think we should have the cover mostly finished, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here and stopping by. I would love it if you are not already to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I just hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.